welcome back to Dream Drop Distance. We're going to be doing things a bit differently this time around. The world we're going to today is technically the third one in this set, meaning the combat level is the highest of the three, but personally I had much more trouble with the second one, more of which later. So for now, let's visit the Prankster's Paradise.
Yeah, I don't really have a lot of knowledge of the movie this is based off of. This is Pinocchio, by the way. I'll have to leave it to Tom to mostly fill those gaps. All I know is that there's a wooden puppet, and he has a trouble with the truth knowledge. And there's like this fox walking around in a suit. I don't know, is he a lawyer or something? Do they even allow foxes to practice? I'm not sure.
I love when people try to summarize things they only have partial knowledge on it.
I heard about this internet, there's like a 4chan, and they always post porn on it. What's that about?
I seem to recall you telling me you had problems with this particularly easy dive.
Okay, well, I didn't have problems, technically. Let's not use this as an excuse to paint me as a bad game player, because I know I'm better at it than you, most of the time. But I honestly thought, first time I was going through this, that I wasn't going to make the goal. And I'm sitting here thinking about this now, and I'm like, I can't believe things have gotten to a point where I am worried about popping enough balloons in my video games.
Now, you see, what I did before attempting this dive is, I took a little jaunt, a foray into Disneyland Paris, and I just went around popping balloons.
Oh, so you got in your real-life practice, whereas that would usually also get you real-life practice of being arrested.
Yeah, I didn't get an A rank, I just got put on probation road.
I'm gonna go to the jail level. Let's see how that works out.
Funnily enough, that's also Prankster's Paradise.
The boss is named Bruno, and he's got a shiv. Watch out, make sure you have the baseball bat before you fight him.
Anyway, moving on to less terrifying topics. The trick to this one is don't aim for the single balloons, just go for clusters and it'll be all good.
Even then, you know, I was still afraid I wasn't going to clear it, but at least we get a really good command for getting an A rank.
Oh, it begins, Helldragon, it begins.
It starts.
Wow!
It's so cheap looking!
Turn on the 3D effect, kids, you'll love it!
Man, this is exactly how I feel when it comes to Kingdom Hearts, like it's dragging me around on strings and I can't break free.
That Pinocchio. He must have his poor father worried sick. Still, that little fella's some miracle. Imagine, Mr. Geppetto's wooden puppet brought to life by the Blue Fairy.
Thank you, Jiminy, the exposition cricket.
Come true because he's given so much happiness to us.
Do you do this in real life? Just sit around and exposit what's happened up to that point?
His conscience. So maybe one day he can be a...
I think I had breakfast this morning, it was pretty good, but how is lunch going to play out?
By gosh, did you ever see such a nice stack of pancakes?
Hey, Jiminy, what's up?
Who are you? You shouldn't be here, young man.
Oh, watch out, Jiminy's got a problem.
What are you gonna do, hit me with that pint-sized umbrella? By golly, I will.
It's probably like one of the Penguin's umbrellas, he's got like a sword in there, which would be kind of cool to give to Jiminy, I'm not gonna lie.
It's me.
Now, like certain people on the internet who I won't name, Doug Walker, I actually really like Jiminy Cricket. He's one of my favourite Disney characters.
You've just got a grudge with a Doug Walker for no particular reason, right?
Oh, yeah.
In the sleeping worlds, real time does not flow.
It seems to play out in 15-minute installments for some reason.
It's weird, but highly convenient for viewers.
Locked in a dream forever. Thus, you may encounter familiar faces.
Because we didn't feel like creating new ones.
Of the dream,
The dream is very cost-effective that way.
they are sound asleep, trapped within a world that is also sleeping.
Did you see a film called Inception? I loved it.
It was pretty cool.
So we decided to base an entire game around it.
Paint a fuller picture. and restore what seems...
So no chairs, no stools, nothing. We're just gonna do this for like 5 cutscenes.
Master Yen said I didn't want to say anything, but my spine might be broken.
Good. That is the test of the Keyblade Master.
So, maybe it's like the dream world's putting him back where he belongs.
Yeah, back at Disney World. How appropriate.
Right. It's very nice to meet you, Jiminy.
Wish I could say the same, fella, but you're a bit of a prick.
What kind of graffiti is that on the wall? That's really lazy. Bleh. Oh, well, I'm done. It's art.
Well, the kids got all turned into jackasses before they could finish their murals.
I always wanted to see graffiti that's just like an algebraic equation on the wall. I honest to God want to see this in real life, because that gangster has a sense of humor and I want to meet him.
E equals MC squared, motherfucker.
That is how I roll, motherfucker.
Now, originally I thought it was just another example of the developers' laziness, that there wasn't any NPCs in this world, and then I realised, someone brought this up on Twitter, I believe, that this version of Prankster's Paradise is set after the point in Pinocchio where all the boys get taken away by the carriageman and sold, so obviously it would make sense that the park would be empty.
Ah, there you go. See, it's actually... the laziness of Kingdom Hearts is kind of helping it out here.
Unlike in, the City of Bells, where the gypsies have just been mysteriously misplaced.
Say, and then what happened?
Jiminy, did you give Pinocchio the talk yet? Because he needs it, like right now?
Sounds like you were horsing around.
But I snuck off when they weren't looking.
That nose could be a deadly weapon.
My nose!
That would be a great way to dispatch someone. You just walk in front of them. I think you're beautiful. Brr, 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 and just get them in the eye.
The black clothes who said to play a trick on Sora.
What? Now who was he? I've had just about enough of your fibbing.
Jiminy's gonna whip a motherfucker.
I think Nomura needs his own Jiminy.
That's enough belts, don't you think, Tetsuya?
He sure didn't.
Well, good.
Hey, look at that.
Uh-oh, satellite laser incoming! The carriageman wanted to get rid of all evidence.
Pinocchio, you fucked it all up.
Pinocchio, what has happened to your nose?
I just wanted to lie one more time and gore the blue monkey in the face.
That sounds like something out of the Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy.
That would probably happen, yeah, now that I think about it, it would fit perfectly. They had a Pinocchio character in that, I believe.
Yeah, I can't believe we've gone this long without bringing him up. Pinocchio there, or something like that.
A lie keeps
Billy just can't pronounce his name.
until it's as plain as the nose on your face.
I'll never lie again. Honest, I won't.
I'll forgive you this once. But remember, a boy who won't be good might just as well be made of wood.
Yeah, I got that out of a fortune cookie.
Very well. But this is the last time I can help you.
If you lie again, I'm gonna turn you into firewood, bitch.
Everyone only gets one. An exciting journey into Pinocchio's psyche.
Lie again.
Forget him. If I don't find Pinocchio, he'll turn into a donkey like the rest of the boys.
Well, it is appropriate. Kingdom Hearts always makes me feel like a jackass when I'm done.
Just rides me until I can't take anymore, and I just record footage of it.
I got this weird compulsion to talk over it. I don't get it, man. I need help.
Hey, over there. I see him.
Gosh, that is Pinocchio.
All aboard, Jiminy.
Take it away.
This will only be useful about twice, I think, on both sides.
Helldragon doesn't know the power of the reality shifts.
No, he ignores the power of the reality shifts, because that's too much crap to worry about.
I ignore your gameplay mechanics and substitute my own.
Well, that's why you wanted me to go to this other world first, when clearly you were having more trouble on the balls than I was.
We'll get to that world when we get to it, but first and foremost, get ready to experience the joy that is Balloon Ra.
Oh yes, you will love it and caress it for the rest of your life. In fact, Balloon Ra will be your new mother and your new father.
Terrifying Helldragon. I've actually added another couple new moves to our command deck, namely Spark and Fire Windmill, I believe.
I don't know about those. Like, I always thought Spark felt really slow, and it was really easy to get hit out of it. And Fire Windmill It's alright, but it's got a little bit of warm-up time, and so, again, that's another chance to get hit.
Yeah, Spark does have a very big wind-up to it. Spark Gur is pretty goddamn useful, though.
I think I might want to try the, I do have the latest version. I think I want to try that again. Now, since I did go here first, as per your suggestion, I promptly got my ass handed to me, so thank you, by the way.
That's what I'm here for, Helldragon.
Yes, to lead me astray. Very good. You're good at that.
There you are.
I really like the music in this world, particularly the battle theme.
I'm not Pinocchio, I'm my original character, Pinocchio!
Schmokio.
Why not? I hate these guys because these guys also hide as treasure chests, and even later on, sometimes they'll just show up when you open one up, and that's annoying.
Ah, they're this game's mimics, then.
Okay, well, they do a better job of hiding than, like, the mimics in Birth by Sleep. Like, I would go up to one and I'd go, oh, man, what a big treasure chest. I hope there's something good. Oh, no, it's a spider box.
I would recommend unleashing Balloon Ra while you're in the air, because there's less chance for an enemy to knock you out of it.
You know, I've never tried that, actually. I'm going to start doing that now. I always just kept it on the ground, but I like that tip.
Well, that's very unnatural for a balloon, because as we all know, they are filled with helium.
Well, these balloons are also magic heat-seeking attacks, so whatever.
Indeed.
Look, I really have to question the quality of the balloons in the Kingdom Hearts universe, clearly. I think we need to investigate that. More of those fucking bears! I hate you guys!
Complain more about them, Helldragon. Maybe Nomura will take pity on you and remove them from Kingdom Hearts 3.
Nomura should take pity on me right now, because I've had to play this. See, that's why we put you on a diet, Meowwell. But no, you go ahead and you turn massive, and it's causing everyone problems. I'm sorry.
Man, when this Dream Eater goes on a tantrum spree, you want to watch the fuck out.
Somehow I got HP for beating up jesters. I'm not gonna complain, but...
Those Dream Eaters were pretending to be Pinocchio.
This game is pretending to be fun. I know that feeling.
Hey, Dream Drop Distance is very fun. It just has a lot of bloat to it.
You're right. Come on, Jimmy.
It's very fun, almost perfect, 7 out of 10. Now, like I've said before, I'm not a big fan of flow motion, but I do like how you can grind on the roller coaster rails around here. That's pretty neat. This is the kind of thing flow motion is built for. Just a lot of cool shit to bounce off up and grind on and things like that without having to worry too much about enemies.
Gee, Pinocchio, how'd you manage to get up here?
Come on, let's go home.
When will you learn? Purple Pants Pinocchio is not the way!
PPP, Purple Pants Pinocchio.
There! See him walking?
Wow, walking! That's amazing, Sora. What's next? Neon lights on a Ferris wheel?
Let's go!
I mean, I do like the design and, you know, the whole setup of Prankster's Paradise. It does look really cool. Like I said, it's a good place to bounce around off and just play around with flow motion.
One thing I think they could have added to the roller coaster track is actually, you know, cars for you to dodge, because it just feels very empty. It's just literally a way of getting around when there's already so many methods of flow motion available to you.
Yeah, that's true. I was expecting a car or two to be at least zipping along the track. Oh, these guys are fucking annoying too. They always like to freeze you or create ice on the floor that you keep slipping on it and messes you up, and it's supremely annoying.
Why don't you just create a blog called I Hate Dream Eaters?
Well, I'm pretty sure someone has already done that, but I would gladly guest post. I just have I have so many theories on why these guys suck so hard.
Well, I'll reblog that shit when I get chance, I guess. We're pretty much going to be running through a winding tunnel for the rest of the part, so I guess now's the best time to bring up some trivia about this particular world. Prankster's Paradise, or some version of it, like a circus I think, was originally going to be in 358 over 2 days. It would feature Geppetto, Honest John and Gideon, you know, the villains, and the story would involve Roxas and Xion searching for hope regarding their current situation, because Pinocchio is a puppet with a heart, and nobodies are empty shells who want hearts, etc, etc. What's weird is that the character profiles for Geppetto and so on are actually still in the game's final code, so they must have gotten pretty far into developing the world before deciding to shaft it in favour of another world that probably could have been left out of Days. You know, like the Colosseum, which really doesn't do much overall except imply that, hey, maybe Ven's gonna come back and train. Remember kids, if space restrictions dictate what worlds you can put in a Kingdom Hearts game, don't put the Colosseum in again over a new world. I know this whining is ironic because the Colosseum doesn't actually appear in Da-Da-Da, but still. Oh, Balloon, you are so delightfully OP. Honestly, you could beat this entire game if you stacked your deck with Balloon Ra and maybe a Curaga or two, and actually that is a pretty effective strategy to beating the secret boss of Da-Da-Da, more of which later, by the way, so stay tuned for that.
This is a really poor misuse of water, Sora. Come on.
There's nothing I like more than taking down Dream Eaters with a poor camera system in a narrow environment.
It's awesome. I do love all the pointless struggle it causes.
You may have noticed I switched out to a new support Dream Eater. This is Pricklemane. You can basically swing him round like a mace.
I think, what's Prickleman's ability? I believe he gives you Combo Plus for a red ability at the end of his little skill tree.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I had to level that one up too, because of course more damage is always good. Okay, I hate those bats as well and all their shock waves that tend to hit you multiple times. I hate that.
Well, it's fine when they're on your side, but when it's against you, you hate it.
Well, I don't like challenge of any kind. You know what I'm saying?
Just come out and say it, Helldragon. I just don't like video games.
I don't like work! I'm sorry, they want me back on V. I'll have to go.
I guess that's my cue then. We'll see you all next time for another part of Kingdom Hearts 3D Dream Drop Distance. See you then.